Sun's glowing, the city's alive. Clock strikes 12, we're ready to dive down the street where the neon hums. Our little escape, the workday succumbs. Tables wait, the bar's got that swing. Glasses clink, hear the ice cubes sing. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. There's Troy laughing with his gin and a grin, telling stories about where he's been. Boomer's got whiskey, he's loosening his tie, chasing dreams under a midday sky. The bartender knows us, he's mixing with flair. Every sip's a moment we're happy to share. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. The clock don't matter, we're lost in the vibe. Jazz in the air, feel the soul come alive. From martinis to bourbon, we're riding the wave. Stealing this hour, it's the freedom we crave. The sun's still shining, but we're in our zone. This bar's our shelter, our temporary home. One more round before the world calls us back. Savor the moment, keep the blues in the rack. We'll laugh and we'll toast till the afternoon fades. Memories made in these liquid escapades. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun. Our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon. Chasing that jazz under the high noon.
Salute and welcome. Yeah, chasing that jazz. I don't know about you guys. Jazz just makes me feel relaxed and mellow, but especially since the days of Vince Guaraldi, I have come to associate jazz with this time of year and the holidays. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, of course, and then of course we got Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. All jazz related. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So good to see all of you. Happy Tuesday to you. Tuesday's the busy day for us. For those of us in the last call / deleted scenes network, so to speak. I obviously we're here for Liquid Lunch. Deleted has his super secret, movie night coming up this evening, and then that's followed immediately after by Live from Sparkwood 21, which is followed immediately after by Blake 7. So it's a busy night tonight. So I hope you can hang out with us as much as you can, as much as you're interested in. Glad that you're here right now. Starting with Big Al at Big Al Presents, who says, "Hello, Liquid Lunchers. Hope everyone is having a nice day. Have a great stream, Troy." Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The love of my life comes in to call me the love of her life. You know, it's kind of a back and forth reciprocal kind of relationship that we got. She says, like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, and if you are feeling so generous, gift a membership. For as little as $2 a month, you can be a member, and you can join us every Monday night for Members Night at the Movie, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Last night, the members chose the original 78 Halloween, which kind of got me thinking. I joke, not really a joke, about how Halloween is a choose-your-own-adventure at this point. There are 3 major timelines, if you want to call it that. I got my notes. I literally had to keep notes in order to make sure, I could follow the story, right? So it's actually more than 3, depending on how you look at it. So there is what they call the Thorn Cult saga, which goes Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Okay, so that's 5 films. Not ready to dig into this year. There is the H2O trilogy, quadrilogy, depending on how you count it. Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween H2O 20 years later, and Halloween Resurrection. Those 4 movies. And then there is the Halloween Kills cycle, which goes Halloween, no Halloween 2. So you get 2 Halloweens, Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. And from what I understand, without that second movie, what's his name? Ben somebody that she had a crush on, Ben Riley or whatever the heck his name was. He gets killed in the second one. He's mistaken for Michael Myers, and he gets all burned up. But he doesn't die in the Halloween 2018, and then he goes on to have kids and grandkids that show up in the sequels. I don't know. I found that interesting. I mean, talk about choose your own adventure. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch kind of stands on its own, right? And then, of course, you've got the Rob Zombie remakes from 2007 and 2009, which I've never seen, but I'm going to be checking out. And in fact, I am currently, here's my discs. This is the H2O cover that I made to encompass the 4 movies in the H2O cycle. And that's what I'm kind of revisiting this week. I haven't watched Halloween 2 in years, so I'm getting caught up on that. But anyway, like I was saying last night, the members, we all watched Halloween together, and that's what's got me going on this. Let's get back to all of you guys. Curtis Selby is joining. It's lunchtime. Welcome, Curtis Selby. Jonathan Conroy says, "Hail all, smash the like button and enjoy the show." I do hope you enjoy the show. Absolutely. Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube Fluff Chick Production. Good to see you. And Big Al Presents says, Halloween 78 and Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is all you really need. To be honest with you, I agree. And that's kind of how John Carpenter felt, too. He did not want to do a sequel. He kind of got, as generally happens, these creators tend to get sucked into a sequel because of, rights-related things. It's like, well, you know, I want to make my money and you're going to do it anyway, so better do it with me than without me. He had intended Halloween to be an anthology series. Oh, I take that back. It wasn't Halloween that we watched last night. It was Trick or Treat that we watched last night. We had watched Halloween the week before. My apologies. The weeks tend to run together. But there you go. And Geek Flag with Nate Knows says, like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member, and if you are going to give a super chat of $5 or more, why not gift a membership to somebody? You know, grow our community. One of us, you know. Not talking Cult of Thorn type stuff, but actually, I don't know. I have no idea what this Cult of Thorn is, so I got to look into it. Yeah, I've got every single one of the Halloween films on DVD. Haven't watched them all. So I got to get caught up. That's what I'm doing. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Is it that time of the year, you know, the funk going around, the change in season? I know how that goes. I really do. So today is Tuesday. Tuesday thoughts, and those thoughts are your thoughts. I'd like to know what you guys are thinking, what you guys like to talk about. And I feel like the camera's just a little bit low. Can't see the top torch on that Castle Dracula there. But I mean, you know, I'd like to know what you guys are thinking about, but I did have a thought of my own, just, you know, to kind of tide us over until you guys share with me what you guys are thinking about today. So this Andy Muschietti kind of confirms he's still directing Batman, the Brave and the Bold, but sounds far from certain. We've been talking about this on Geeky Geezers. We've been talking about it on all the places around the interwebs. It really doesn't seem like there's a very clear plan for Batman going forward, and I'm sure a lot of it is rights-related issues. I'm sure some of it now has to do with how the new DC universe under Gunn is going, or not going, as the case may be. Possible sale of Warner Brothers probably factors into this. That's you know what? Big Al makes a great point. I meant to bring this up myself. If you missed Halloween 78 with Troy last week because you weren't a member or you couldn't make it, and want to watch it again, you can watch it with Big Al and deleted scenes this Friday at 8 Eastern, that's 7 Central, on Films with Friends. Great lead-in to Last Call on Friday. So get your Halloween on, guys. What do you and Netter know about the steampunk genre? Quite a bit, my friend. Netter and I used to do. I don't know. I think the convention might be defunct now, so maybe it's safe to talk about it. Netter and I used to do security for TeslaCon in Wisconsin. It was an annual, massively immersive, role-playing style steampunk convention. And we got roped into that because we did security with a group for other conventions, and they were doing the security for this con. And I think we've shared some of the pictures that we shared with Evelyn Hampton. She used to go to TeslaCon every year. And so as I tend to do, I dove in, whole hog. Got very into Victorian history. Because if you're going to be involved in an alternate history, you want to know what the real history is first, so that you can use it as your ground zero, right? And I got really into it, and we created characters that were, drawing from real history. let's put it this way. Netter's character was a fictionalized version of Alice Liddell's mother, and I was a fictionalized version of the personal physician to Queen Victoria. So, yeah. I'd love to talk about that sometime. Connie loves steampunk. Oh, Big Al is saying that TeslaCon is still a thing. Okay. I know that all conventions are kind of seeing a huge slump. They have not really recovered since the COOF. TeslaCon went through a lot of changes regarding their security and who was involved with it. So anyone who's still going to TeslaCon, good luck to you. I'm not involved. But yes, I know a great deal about steampunk. I love the idea of retrofuturism, alternate histories. It drives me up the wall when you have people that just think of alternate history as, oh, well, it's exactly the same, except you've got, steam-powered, cars and stuff like that, and airships. These kind of technological things would have direct impact on history, and you should think those things through and create an interesting history. Yes, she has a proper title too. The Lady Elsa Fairfield Flatstone, the Dowager Baroness Ravenworth. Yep, exactly right. My character was Dr. Reginald Flatstone. Very much based on the, as I said, the real world medical doctor to Queen Victoria, upon whom Dr. Watson was based. In fact, speaking of Dr. Watson, in 2 weeks we will start watching on Tuesday nights the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes stories, revisiting those. But speaking of revisiting stories, let's revisit what's going on with this sparkly bat over here. The title of an upcoming project in the DC universe is Batman the Brave and the Bold, but brave and bold weren't exactly the qualities the Batman film director Andy Muschietti or his sister producer Barbara conveyed in a recent interview. When Variety asked the duo if the Batman movie was still in their future, Barbara said, "The intention is yes, but we can't talk about it." Well, didn't you just talk about it? Wait a minute. Got to stop right there. We have some YouTube royalty in the house. Stone Cold Loki is here. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, let's do an evil Superman in the alternate universe. Hell, we can make all the heroes villains and all the villains the resistance. We will be brilliant. Yeah. Isn't that basically what The Boys is? Actually, isn't that basically what the Snyderverse was? Wait a minute. Isn't that also basically what the Gunverse is? Well, okay. Superman isn't a villain in the Gunverse. That much at least we could say. I mean, talk about giving props for the most basic of minimum, but, it's something, I suppose. I've recently gotten into it by watching a documentary on Tubi, and I find it deeply fascinating. I have started creating my own story, and since the two of you are the closest thing I know to expert, yeah, I'd love to know more about this documentary you're talking about. Shoot me a link if you would. I'd like to check that out. Yeah, you're right. It is afternoon, isn't it? I always start out the show with good morning because I'm just coming off the morning as we're going into lunchtime. But you make a great point. Loki has a show every morning. You guys should definitely be checking him out every single morning. I think it's every weekday morning. I don't think it's Saturday and Sunday. Check out his channel. Chock full of good stuff. You should absolutely be subscribed to his channel. He is good people. So anyway, let's see what they can talk about. Andy was announced as the director for Brave and the Bold in 2023, just days before the release of The Flash, which we know was just a brilliant blockbuster film, right? Not. While that movie was the beginning of the end for Warner Brothers, DC Expanded Universe, the new co-chair and co-CEO of DC Studios, James Gunn, was enthusiastic about Muschietta's work. I always question stuff like that because when you work for the same studio, even if you can't stand each other, you probably can't say anything negative. You've got to say, oh, yes, I'm all behind. You should go see the thing that person is doing, even though you want it to fail and you don't want it to go any further. I'm not saying that's how Gunn feels about it. He may be 100% genuine, but I think it might be the first time he was genuine when he spoke. Gunn took to social media to share that the Flash was unbelievably good. So even if he is being genuine, he's got just crap taste. For a variety of reasons, The Flash was a box office bomb. Since then, Muschietti has lined up other projects and overseen a prequel series of his It movies, It, Welcome to Derry, which recently premiered on HBO Max. That I do want to check out. I would be very, very interested in that. I love the Lovecraftian elements of It. I hope it's good. I hope that I'm not going to say I hope it's faithful to the source material per se, but I hope it doesn't step on the original Tim Curry film. I hope it's true to that, and then maybe builds on that mythos. Anyway, for a variety of reasons, it was a box office bomb. Yeah, there's a number of reasons. Still, Gunn insists that The Brave and the Bold is still happening and is still attached to direct. However, Gunn has also been vocal about his role in the casting and overall design for the upcoming Batman movie. Decisions typically left to the director. So we're still not very clear on... The Flash makes fantastic failure look like Shakespeare. Well, okay, there you go. Look, there's a lot of things going wrong with films these days. We tend to focus on messaging. We tend to focus on the woke. We tend to focus on the stupidity of people behind the scenes, the actors saying and doing stupid things, and so forth. But I think one of the biggest that we tend to overlook, we talk about it from time to time. We did especially talk about it in terms of the Star Wars sequels, especially the second and especially the third movie. What's really hurting movies is almost completely remaking them in the editing. This whole idea of having not a clue what you're doing as a showrunner and as a writer, understanding the properties that you're working on, putting together a bunch of trash, finding out that the fans hate it, and then scrambling to fix it in editing. And you're remaking the movie 2 and 3 times, sometimes filming movies without a script to begin with, and it's just ludicrous. And the idea that you could end up with anything resembling a coherent and cogent story is just absolutely ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Brother Jay, welcome. Howdy! I'm just so proud to be here. We are proud to have you here, Brother Jay. Glad you are here. Hope you like us enough to, hit that like and subscribe button. If anyone has seen this Welcome to Derry, I would very much appreciate if you guys could let me know what you guys thought of it. Is it worth the bandwidth to try and check out? Because again, having just recently watched a retrospective on it and having loved the Tim Curry iteration of the film, and having read the book too, some of it I can't unsee, unfortunately. But welcome, Agent Charlotte Nightstar. Ow! I think Gunn is worse for the DC universe than Snyder was, because there is no one holding his leash. He can do whatever he wants, and no one tells him no. Well, I know he said that, Nate, but I think he is currently suffering a lot of backlash behind the scenes right now for a lot of things that have happened. And just remember, even if you're given carte blanche by Zaslav, remember, he still answers to the audience. That same audience that he is so derisive of. Book is now submitted to Amazon. We'll let you know when approved for both Kindle and paperback. Looking forward to that. Definitely want to help you promote that in any way that we can. This is the man who said he thought that the Flash movie was the greatest superhero movie he's ever saw. Yeah. Again, that's just... Regardless of what he says, having carte blanche, can do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants. I guarantee you, the only reason he's hyping the Flash is because he was told he had to. He had to. But there you go. Let's wrap this up. Unfortunately, Machete recently made waves blaming fans for the failure of the Flash. Whatever goodwill he'd maintained with comic book fans may have been... Oh, it absolutely was. It absolutely was. Fans are sick and tired of that. It has become standard operating procedure. You blame the fans do not return. It's really that simple. I've seen it. First episode is good. Kid dialogue is the best part so far. Are they going for like a Stranger Things kind of feel to it? I wouldn't be surprised if they were. It's based on the new movies, so the timeline is different. Okay, so they update it. They move the dates all up. Yes, I was aware of that. Okay, I'll reset my my mentality on that. Too many films are made by people who hate, 1, the fans, and 2, fiction, and 3, the basic principles of our culture. Why do an excellent job making something you hate? Yeah. They're not in it to make something good. They're in it for their own reasons, whatever those might be. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope she's doing better. But Troy, there's hype, and that's flat out lying. Yeah. Well, again, it's the whole idea that when you work for a company, your words are not necessarily your own. Think about Bob Chapek, right? And the the kidnapping speech, right? You know, the apology that's not an apology. They do this all the time. These are not their words. It is, you can't think of it as them speaking. They are just mouthpieces for the corporation. In response to Variety's question about Brave and the Bold, we have to wait a couple of months to start talking about it, realizing even that may have been too much. I screwed it already. Such vague, even deprecating remarks only open the door for further speculation and hardly give the impression of a director confidently moving forward on his next project. And it's possible that the reason he needs to wait to provide more information has nothing to do with him and everything to do with Warner Brothers. Yeah, I speculated that. The merger could destroy a universe. That's a whole separate issue, but we kind of got into that on previous installations. Yeah, it's not going well for James Gunn. Let's just put it that way. And I am distracted from the article because I care more about what you guys have to say than what I have to say. You make another great point. These are people who lied to their way to the top, getting promoted not for talent, but for other reasons. Likely they have no idea. Well, and I'll even say this. It is Hollywood, right? Which is made up of professional liars. They lie for a living. They pretend to be other people. They tend to be things that they're not. I wouldn't say it's like Stranger Things. It'll shock you. Don't expect a remake and don't expect it to be like the original novel. I'm okay with it not being like the original novel. And since there are 2 different adaptations out there already, I am okay with it not being specifically exactly related to either one. And since it's a prequel, again, I am, kind of really okay with it being its own thing. Look, I know I tend to be a purist about adaptations of just about everything. I want everything to follow source material. But when it comes to Stephen King stuff, sometimes not being true to the source material is the better way to go. I know Stephen King historically did not like the adaptation of The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. And I absolutely think that Stanley Kubrick's film is far superior to the book that Stephen King wrote. But then again, there's other adaptations such as Pet Sematary, where there were things about it that were so perfect, that were exactly the way I imagined them when I read the book. And then there's that complete butchering of the ending. Technically, it followed the book, but it does not take into account the change of medium. There is an open-endedness to the book because it is a description. First person from the point of view of the main character, who hears someone come in, walk in behind him, put her hand on his shoulder. He does not see her. Unfortunately, because it's a movie and we're seeing it in third person, we absolutely see her, and there is no, open-endedness to that. So, anyway, I need to refill my drink. Give me 3 minutes, and I will let you know what we've got coming up on the channel for the next week. Be right back.
You are watching Liquid Lunch, streaming every weekday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's sip together. This week on Live from Sparkwood and 21, we are going down the rabbit hole. In a nameless city deluged by a continuous rain, 3 rabbits live with a fearful mystery. Rabbits is a web series of 8 horror episodes created by David Lynch, who referred to it as a sitcom. We'll judge for ourselves this Tuesday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes and Associates.
With their Piling 50 pacification program going from strength to strength, the Federation's expansion continues relentlessly. In desperation, Avon calls a conference of all the non-allied planets. United, they could effectively manage all the necessary antitoxin, but their shaky alliance hinges on one person, Zukan, and it is uncertain where the true loyalties lie of this mighty warlord. This week on Last Call Presents Blake 7, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
It's the last week before Halloween, and things are getting a bit eerie around here. On this week's Thursday Things, my guests will be I Am the 13th Child and The Horror King. They're launching a new joint channel, and you'll want all the details. Join us this Thursday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netters Network.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, a former Roman general sets out to exact vengeance against the corrupt emperor who murdered his family and sent him into slavery. Russell Crowe stars in the Ridley Scott film Gladiator this Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netters Network.
In a world where nearly all the entertainment is remakes, reboots, and rehashes of older properties, maybe it's worth it to get some commentary from people who experienced it all when it was novel and fresh. Catch Boomer and Pacelli on Geeky Geezers every Sunday night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
We now return to our liquid lunch.
Oh, thank you so much, Lady Mist. She sent me a farty fox. Thank you so much. I am so encouraged today. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Loki says, I went in with very low expectations. I was surprised. If they continue to shock and awe, I think I'm going to like it. This is my concern. We have been so disappointed by so many things that we tend to now have such lowered expectations that even mediocrity seems pretty good by comparison to our expectations. And that's such a lowering of the bar. This is, I suppose, why about a month or two ago, not only myself, but Deleted Scenes was doing this too, saying, you know what, I think I'm going to spend more time with older properties, older films, you know, past stuff, and remember how good it could be and share all of that with you whenever I can. Yes, that's absolutely right. After these messages, we'll be right back. That's exactly right. Let's see here. And CluuStudio, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. So yeah, the next movie of the year will be popular for being normal. Yeah, that's about right. What movies are you guys looking forward to? Not much from my perspective. I am still a little bit optimistic about, take care, Lady Miss. Thank you so much for stopping in. Super, super appreciate you encouraging me like that. Still crossing my fingers and optimistic about Dune 3. I've been following Nerd Cookies raptly because she's on top of the news about updates on that, and she just dropped one today that has me relatively optimistic. So we may have a good wrap up to Denis Villeneuve's time with Dune. He could end up leaving us with the definitive Dune trilogy. And I hope that if anyone picks up the baton and runs with it, and does Children of Dune, that they keep that positive momentum going. 1326, the number represents the next Wolf Moon, January 3rd, 2026. Oh, there you go. But then that's going to pass, and then what'll she do? Change her name? But what was I going to say? So, yes, I'm looking forward to Dune. And I'm kind of looking forward to, what's that one based on the fighting game? Was it Street Fighter? Was that the one? I always confuse the franchises, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I think it's Street Fighter. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Thanks so much for stopping in, Brother Jay. It was very encouraging to see you. You take care. Give Leanne our best. But yeah. With Carl Urban. Carl Urban is heading that one up. You guys know what I'm talking about? I want to say Street Fighter, but I might be wrong about that. Let me know. Other than that, I don't really know of anything else that's coming up that I'm really excited about. I have zero enthusiasm for Mandalorian and Grogu. Zero interest. None at all. Even if you tell me that they're bringing back Cara Dune or something, I'm still pretty much uninterested at this point. It's too little, too late. Again, I'm really happy for her, but Street Fighter. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. I thought it was something like that. I'm excited for the new Leica movie coming out next year. I don't know what that is. By the way, welcome, Samuel Procter. If you can tell me more about it, I'd be interested. Usually you guys have good recommendations, so if it's something I've never heard of before, I probably want to know more about it because, like I said, you guys have good recommendations. There's an Angel Studios King David animated musical. Okay. 0 AD on Christmas. Okay, interesting. Leica is the stop motion studio that made stuff like Caroline and Kubo. Okay. Oh boy, I'll tell you, I have nothing but respect for those animators that manipulate those puppets. They do a really, really good job. That's just, and crazy labor intensive. Geek Flag says, I have 0.00 interest in any movie coming out. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. It's not Street Fighter, it is Mortal Kombat. Okay. See, I told you, I keep confusing those two. I do. It's whatever that Carl Urban... That's another one. I keep confusing Carl Urban and Keith Urban, and I forget which one's the actor and which one's the singer. I'm terrible. I am just terrible. I'm a mess. I would be completely lost without you guys. I'm just saying. You guys are the ones that keep me on track. You know, you gotta keep feeding me the notes, otherwise I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But and yes, we are going to be transitioning this week, and I don't mean it that way. I mean we are transitioning from this season to into the November, which brings us the harvest and Thanksgiving and Life Day. Life Day, right? I've just been watching new movies from studios less connected to LA, like Angel Studios. I think a lot of people are. A lot of people are looking at independent films. That's why, You know what? Just for spits and giggles, I'm going to do one more promo because this is a film you guys can watch right now if you so choose. Give me just 3 minutes.
"15 days to stop the spread" initiative.
Bars and restaurants will be closed to the public starting at the close of business tomorrow.
I can't afford to lose you guys. You guys can hang in there?
I guess. I mean, it's just 15 days, right?
The government extended the lockdown again.
What are we gonna do? How far in debt are we right now?
We need about $5,000. That's just to be caught up on everything.
You're here because you need something, right?
We need a job. Something that pays good and soon.
I don't think he's breathing.
No. Is there another job we can do?
So do you want to hear about the job?
Does the job involve anything illegal?
Does it matter? You need the money, no?
How much is the pay?
Are you recording?
Sure, get up on the desk.
You got another job for us?
Can you serve cocktails?
Yeah, that's kind of our wheelhouse.
But restaurants are all shut down.
This is no restaurant. This is a private club.
Where is it?
That is a secret. Only members know. I could have a driver come pick you up. You want to look hotter than hot.
All right, hop in.
Why?
Because you're not trusted to know the location. So hop in.
I can't believe we're doing this.
You don't think we're getting trafficked, do you?
All right, well, mostly these people just want to be served.
Put some wine here.
Take drink orders and try to be seen. Because you're not just servers, you're also eye candy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, so hopefully that Pendragon Cycle show can get, I think what you mean is Daily Wire back in your good graces. Yeah, I've been kind of thinking the same thing, I gotta be honest with you. Carl Urban is playing Johnny Cage, and personally, I like the man. He's too old. He's too old to play this character. Yeah, I kind of felt that way too, but whatever. Clue's asking who's playing Chun-Li. Maybe I should do a watch party of this. I'll tell you what. I am going to be doing one on an upcoming Friday with the writer and director of the film to do like a commentary. So that's something to look forward to on an upcoming Friday. And we are going to have a giveaway of a signed autographed copy of another one of his movies on that night. That's the only thing. We got to get we got to get it in hand so that we can mail it out to you, and then we will schedule that watch party. Since I'm home and not feeling well, I'm going to watch this movie today. It should make me feel better. Yes, that is 15 Days right now on Tubi. I got to be honest with you. I'd been hearing about it, and it was like, I'll watch it. And then I just finally decided, you know what, I'm going to check this out. And I expected it to just be terrible. And it was really good. And then Netter comes down and sees it, and she starts watching it, and she's like, okay, you got to rewind this. I want to see this from the beginning. It really is a pretty good movie. So there you go. And that catches us up, with the exception of, I want to say hello to Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. welcome, my friend. Make sure you are all following Real Wade Nation, all of his channels, the gaming clips, all the real Wades, follow them all. I've been having car engine problems last weekend, so I'm just gonna be home until further notice. So you too can go to Tubi and check out 15 Days. It's a good movie. It really is. I really, really did like it. Oh, right. Chun-Li is Street Fighter, not Mortal Kombat. So she's not in that one. So there you go. But that is my thoughts for this Tuesday. Next week, these guys will be retired, and you will see some new decorations up here. I'm slowly only 47 away from very good. Let's help him get to 2,000. I'm also trying to get to 2,000, although I'm significantly farther away than he is. If you have not hit that subscribe button over here, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to Real Wade, make sure you subscribe to him as well. Hit like buttons, leave comments, do all those things. But most importantly, share out the streams. Tell your friends. When you're saying stuff like this, I love your stuff, Troy. Well, okay, I know he loves my stuff because he shares it out. He shares it out on a regular basis with everybody. He tells everybody, hey, go check out Troy's channel, every day at lunchtime, etc., etc. So, that's the best way you could support me, is get other people in here, because they're the ones that I need to subscribe. They're the ones that I need eyes on the channel. Take care, Samuel Procter. Have a good one. Thanks so much for being here. And you too, Wade. You take care. Have a wonderful day. We are just wrapping this up. So tonight, again, live from Sparkwood 21, followed by the penultimate episode of Blake 7. We've only got 2 episodes left. One more after tonight. So hope you can make it. Super appreciate every single one of you. Especially on Tuesdays, you're the ones that make this show happen. Because honestly, Tuesdays are all about what you guys have to say. Most days kind of are, let's face it. I am more focused on my chats than I am on what I want to talk about on most days, but most especially on Tuesdays. I only come up with something to talk about just to fill time. I really want to focus on what you guys want to talk about on Tuesdays. So again, I want to thank everyone for being here, for hitting that like button, for subscribing, doing all those things. And I especially want to thank my members, whose names you're going to see filter by in just a second. So until next time, drink responsibly, and I'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again real soon.
Here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun, our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon, chasing that jazz under the high noon.